Hey there, crafty peeps. It's Rhonda from Rhonda World 365. I'm back with another video, and as some of you may have noticed, I've been out of the videos for a little while, and that is just because I had to, take care of some regular things going on in the real world and, kind of back off from Rhonda World. That doesn't mean that I haven't been crafting. I have small things here and there. And I'm going to start getting back into my stuff now. A lot of it had to do with my son finishing up school, and there was just a lot of us, having to be places and do things that just did not allow me to video the things that I would like to video. So, without further ado, look here. I have tea-dyed an array of different papers to vintage, give them a vintage feel and, vintage them up a bit. And so I've got all of these different little items, and I'm going to go through them with you. And at the end, I am going to give a sampling of tea-dyed goodies to whomever would like one. I'm going to go ahead and it's going to be up there for 2 different people. So go ahead and it'll be a random drawing at the end of the week. So this is Monday. I will make the drawing on Friday, or let's see. Actually, no, you know what? I'll give you Friday so that we have Saturday will be the drawing. I'll do the drawing on Saturday. So if you really want one, it'll be a little sampling of everything. And also there will be a little goodie bag in there because I always throw a goodie bag. So if you're interested in something like that, give me a comment below. Let me know. And 2 people, 2 lucky little ladies, crafty ladies, will get, or gentlemen, sorry, will get some tea-dyed goodies that they didn't have to tea-dye themselves. And I'm going to go through them right now so you can see what will be in your sampling. The goodie bag is a secret, but you'll always get some really cute little things from me. So, here we go. Alright, so the first thing I was going to show you is that I found a bunch of these card packs at, we have this Goodwill here, and it is a Goodwill outlet. And so everything is weighed. We have regular Goodwills, of course, too, but at this outlet, they weigh things by pound. And while the card packs are a little heavier, they still don't register anywhere near a pound. So, and I got 6 of them, so I figured I would tea-dye a set and make it look a little older and used. And then I'm thinking of, on some of the ones that I'm keeping, superimposing like little ladies and things like that, or pictures, dragonflies, maybe old vintagey things like a car or something like that. And they're just plain on the back, so I thought that was perfect because I can superimpose the things here, and either I can leave the backs as they are or make another picture there, or I can take those backs and I'm going to work on sewing and sew some flat paper on it so it's a journaling card. So there's that, and that's my idea for these, and I'm going to keep putting them away as I go so they'll be out of our way, and pretty soon we'll get down to the nitty-gritties. I have all these mini envelopes, and I went ahead and tea-dyed them. And if you can tell, maybe you can't, but in my tea dyeing, I always add this shimmer dust. So there is a bit of a sparkle to them. And while they are vintage feel, and they're just little minis, and I thought, again, I could superimpose things on them, or stamp on them, or just play around with them in general. That's what those ones will be for as well. Pretty much everything. I've got these ideas, and once I've done what I'm going to do with them, I will make another video and show you all that as well. Sorry, I've got to move here. My chair is uncomfortable. Alrighty. These are index cards, and I went ahead, and some are darker than others, and I kept some of them. I'm not sure how this happened, but some of them drained to one side, so it looks whiter in the video than it is, but it is tea-dyed. It's just like they moved on me. Oh well. And some of them, the lines started disappearing. I thought that was kind of cool because that made it look a little bit older, I thought. So these are going to be some super cute projects. all over my journals and whatnot. And I'm just gonna be crafting all summer long. And then I have these doilies. They were pink, and I thought, well, pink is really bright, so I did keep some of them pink and bright and happy because, you know, I do want some brights, for especially for if I do, like, you know, prayer journal themes, or if I do some regular happy themes and things like that. But I also wanted some that looked tea-dyed and older, stained up, maybe used even. So I did do this set of pinks. And then in addition to the pinks, I did a set of whites. And they look lovely. They came out, they almost even look like something, my aunts and my grandmother and everybody in my family, my mother, they can do doilies and crocheting and everything. And of course so can I, but that's a long and tedious process versus just tea dyeing some cute little paper doilies, and then I have them. So, and then these came in a Heidi Schwab one, and I was like, well, I could use these for other things, but I think I'm just going to tea dye these little fellas as well. And I've got the little set of these, and I figured, well, they're kind of stiff. I bet I could put something on them, make them super cute, even use them as a corner tuck, something like that on the page. And they're a nice background, or I can cut them and use pieces, whatever, you know, what have you. Then we have these, ooh, that's a goodie, hold on. Then we have these paper envelopes. They're, of course, little envelope pouches that you would put, like, you know, party goodies or something in, and I've tea dyed them to make them look nice and vintagey, or you know, used or older, if you will. And then a couple of them started to come apart, and I was like, oh no, except for that looks kind of cool. I'm wondering if I can't put some things on the insides here and create like a little, like what looks like an envelope, maybe with a little toggle there, but then it opens up to be more journaling space versus what you keep in there. And then maybe they can keep things in there also when it's closed. And so I've got a couple like that, and the rest of them were fine. Now these little babies I was given by Joyce Lindner, and she is one of the people on Junk Journal Junkies, and it was a gift, or like a goodie bag inside a swap that we had done with that Parisian swap. And if you want to see hers, I had to do a two-parter on hers. She gave me so much, and she was just so generous, and her things were just so cool. So she has got to be one of my biggest inspirations lately. And of course I always draw from Hermelinda Z. Aguilar, which I'm sure you've heard me mention a lot. I will tag these ladies. Joyce, I don't believe, has any YouTube, but she does have, she does post every once in a while on Junk Journal Junkies. So if you're a fan or you want to see some of her stuff, by all means, hop on Junk Journal Junkies and take a look for her, because she's pretty impressive. And then, of course, you know I like Crafty Irene and Yvonne White, and those are my go-to girls. There are a few others, and if I see them or use them, oh, Rosemary Arcadia, she's just wonderful. I got some things from her, and we did that swap for the fairies, so that one too. But anyway, they're tags. They were already pre-made tags. They're shipping tags, because, and the reason I know that is I had to look them up because I was just enjoying playing with them so much. And I'm going to show you some others that my Aunt Jennifer and I are working on for a project in a later video, so stay tuned for that. That'll probably be posted later on this week. And I wanted some more. So what I have done, you guys will be excited, what I've done is I have ordered these. They are a little shorter than hers because I got a better deal on the shorter ones, and I thought, well, that's okay. I can start with these. So I ordered 1,000 of them. So I've got tons of stuff to do, and they're all going to get made up into different tag things, and also you could receive some of them in goodie bags if you are interested in that. Like I said, like the post on YouTube, and comment at the bottom of the video, comment on the video that you're interested, or just say, like or something. Just give me a line on the video, a little comment, so that I know that you want to be in on the drawing, and two crafty peeps will get a goodie bag full of an assortment of these little guys, the tea-dyed, and some other goodies, including some tags. So it's a good way to get some free tags, guys. I'm so excited. And also, it's my apology for not being here, because shame on me. This is the next thing I'm going to show you. These are my favorites. Okay, so I've gotten a whole bunch of these guest check books, and I tore one apart, and I tea-dyed all these little guest checks, and they are great to put other things on. But I've also seen them in the prayer journals, where people put prayer lists. They'll cross out guest check and put prayer list here, or if you print out the word prayer list, you could superimpose it there with some Mod Podge, or just stick it on. It doesn't matter, whatever makes your fancy. There's a ton of applications for this. This could also be bucket list. It could also be like, just in general, writing, whatever. And it could be, if you put, if you were to decorate it a little bit, it could be a corner tuck, or even a belly band, but it's a little thick. But all of them, they came out so well. Look at the backs. They have all this writing space. It says thank you. And these little tabs do come off if you wanted them to come off for any reason. I thought that was too cute. So those will be included. Sorry guys, I keep moving you. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I did do some tea-dyed envelopes here, a couple of different sizes, and I'm only showing you a sampling of what I've done. I've done a lot more, but I couldn't fit it all on this table. That'd be silly. So, and then here's a littler size envelope, and this one has these blue things on them, like the blue little closure piece here, and ooh, he's a stickin'. He wasn't earlier. Well, he'll be mine. I'll flim-flammel with him, and he'll be mine. Anyway, so all different kinds of envelopes, and I got these at a Salvation Army, and it was in a kit of what do you call it? Wedding invitations. So there was the wedding invitation envelope, and then these were for the like RSVP cards, and these are the RSV envelopes. There was a boatload of stuff in that. Do not discount those when you see those at the, my tea-dyed excess stuff. Do not discount those when you see them at the thrift stores. They have tons of material to work with. So, there are those little envies. I also had a few library cards. I bought these when we were at the convention that's here in Rockford. It's usually held at Cliff Breakers in March, the first weekend of March every year, which happens to be my birthday weekend, so it's like the best weekend ever. My husband does not care what I spend there, and my mama comes and she gets me a little birthday stuff, and my aunt, and it's just, it's a fabulous way to spend my birthday weekend, and I just love it. But we did get these, and I thought they were so cute. Well, I was getting them, and I was thinking, gosh, I wish that I could do these on my own without just having to print them, because that'll kill my ink, because I still have not figured out how these ladies are able to print so much without scrubbing their ink thing clean. They're you know, like, it's just, for me, it's like $40 a pop to buy new ink cartridges, and it's like, when I can make stuff on my own. So, I found a stamp, and I will be doing that too, so you guys will get to see that. Maybe I'll include a few in the goodie bag, and then you guys can embellish your own. So those. Okay, so this thing is right here is two different sets. The first set is statement papers, and that's what it says, statements and everything. And these are all nicely tea-dyed. Even the yellow, I wanted to make sure that I got both sections because, of course, they were together, and that was like the, you know, the what do you call those things? Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the word because we don't use them too much anymore. Well, anyway, it's the carbon copy. That's what it is. So it'll be there. So you'll have those. And then the other one that I did a bunch of was the purchase order. Now, the purchase order had had 2 extra carbon copies. A white one, the white top, the yellow, and the pink copy. And I thought that was just too cute. I didn't know what to do with those. So I tea-dyed those, and those are going to be included in a bunch of different books and things like that. And I just love them. So there's those 2 options as well. I'm going to go this way with those because I have a bigger box. Now, okay, I don't know if any of you dine at Chili's, but Chili's has bags that they put. It's like, it says, this bag is made from a sustainable and biodegradable paper. Don't leave them in the tea dyeing too long. No. This brown bag is 100% green. Now, these are the bags that you get the forks and knives out of. So whenever we are at Chili's, I harass my friends and family to give me their bag before they start eating, because it has the napkin and it has the silverware and it has your straw in it and everything. So I make them all, dump them all out and give me their bags. So that's how I get extra little bags, and they are too cute. And if you were to fold them up, the other way, you can fold them up this way or fold them up this way, and you can slice this off. Then you have a tuck spot in the back if you leave it open, a tuck spot here, a tuck spot just behind this one, and a tuck spot inside. And this, if you're sneaky enough, you could add a little tag or a ticket or something right up under that, or lace or whatever you want to do. But these make tons of little pocket space, and they're free. And all I did was eat, so I was going to eat anyway, so woohoo! Alright, so this one is from one of those pre-made journals I found at the Goodwill. I find them all the time, and sometimes at garage sales you can get them for 25 cents or something like that. If you get them at the Goodwill, they're about 50 cents, not a big deal. Sometimes they're $1 if they consider them hardback. And I cut the pages out of them, and I tea-dyed it because it makes just wonderful journaling pages. You can embellish the edges, you could fold them up and tuck them in, and they could just be a journaling, sheet or whatever you want. Or you can have all sorts of fun with them. Make them into envelopes, make them into page corners, corner tucks, things like that. There's just numerous applications for those. So I do love those. And those are tea-dyed. And then this was in the front of that book. And it says this book belongs to, and the date. So I naturally tea-dyed it, and I'm going to use it for one of my journals at some point. I think I'm going to glue it in there and put it down, and maybe put some like little florals around it and everything, kind of get a made-up page feel, an embellishment feel to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here, I wanted to try out, Hermelinda Z. Aguilar has these sheets, cookie sheets that they're actually the grilling sheets. They have the little holes in them, and I wanted to see if that was really true. So I bought 2 of them from Walmart. They were a couple bucks each, nothing. And I put these little pages on them, and sure enough, the tea dye makes the polka dot look. So I totally will do that with my Kool-Aid dyed papers so that I can make like pretty bright kind of textured and designed feels to my pages for the lighter aspects of, especially like for fairy journals and things like that. Sometimes that's really fun if you're not doing a vintage one. I do have the proposal papers, and those we're doing a bunch of tea dyeing for. So there's 2. There's a carbon copy and the regular for proposal papers. Isn't that funny? And so this must be, it says, we hereby propose to furnish the materials and perform the labor necessary for completion of, And then, you know, like it's kind of like if you were going to for services, provide services for something, and then you would complete these papers, but they're just too cute too, so I had to. And then of course the usual, where I have graph paper and regular paper that are all tea dyed, my copy paper and stuff like that. So those will be ready to go for books as well. And that is my, those are my tea dyed, vintage looking paper stock. And so if you really are interested in that, again, like the video. Maybe if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. This is a free giveaway. You're obligated to nothing else. Just go ahead and give me a comment below, and I would love to see who's interested. I will do two. I'll do two drawings, so two ladies, and out of the same, of course, same batch. I'll just draw two names, and the drawing will be held Saturday. I'm not positive of the exact time, but before 11:59 Saturday after or Saturday evening, there will be a drawing and a posting. So please get it in before Saturday, because I would hate to like leave anybody out. But let's say do it before noon Saturday, and I will get the results on before midnight on Sunday. You know, 11:59 Saturday night. All right, thank you. Have a great day and keep on crafting.